Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the First Nations F1 League. I am your host, Amkasa. For those who are unaware of what's happening, this is a Nations League, so you battle out with countrymen against other countries. It's a 5-lap series. We do 4 races per night, except for the final night where we're going to do 5. Sort of hype it all up for the big ending. That's the idea. And yeah, so we're basically now waiting for all the drivers to finally wake up and get online. The idea is we're starting at 7 o'clock UK time. Yeah, so hopefully they'll all be here soon. Yeah, so we have representatives in the Mercedes team. We have, let's go over to here so we can go through them. So Mercedes team's Dutch 1, Yeltek and Beaker, and the Ferrari is the German team. Fortunately, one of the drivers unable to make it tonight. That's going to be Vanier and Ryan when Ryan gets here. In the Red Bulls, we've got Dutch number 2 of Jorn and Rexon. Force India, we haven't actually filled yet. Hopefully that will be shortly. Williams, we have Dutch number 3 in Just Chilling and Minecraft Pro. In the Renaults, there should be the French teaming of Crow and Gooby, but unfortunately one's having issues and one's not talking. It's the problem. In the Toro Rossos, we have the Estonian team of the two Joneses, John Jones and Vin. John Jones is on his way, I believe. Haas, we don't actually have a team for at the moment. In the McLaren, we have the British Team 1, Positive Vibes, and Crazy Boy will be taken there. And in the Alfa Romeo Sauber F1 team, we have Max Thorne and Default. So, as some people have correctly pointed out, Ryan is not racing tonight, and hopefully he'll be back next week. So we're just waiting for all the drivers to get in, and we shall be underway. I'm just trying to work out where they are. I think I missed someone coming online, so I'm just going to quickly invite them. Who was that? It was John Jones I missed. Or did I? I thought I saw him. There he is. Send him an invite. He's there. So we're just waiting. Hopefully Gooby's not going to be too long, and we can actually have some French drivers in here. What's going on there? Nothing important. Right, so yeah, so we're just waiting for everyone to get in here, then we'll be underway. As you can see, the rules along the bottom, so it's modern cars equal performance. One-shot qualifying, that's going to be the important part here. You make a mess if you're qualifying, and that's it. That could be your entire race over. And hopefully we've got some really good, fast, clean drivers in here, because it's full damage. There's no messing about here. Full damage and strict corner cutting. In a 5-lap race, you take a bit too much damage, that could be a race over. So that's going to be the quite important part here. Part 5 is on. The assists are set to be no brake assist, medium traction assist, and no pit assists whatsoever. So hopefully, I mean, some people like to use some assists though. I've left the medium on just to give people a chance for those who aren't used to it. So as I say, we're just waiting for the last few drivers. I think we're just waiting on Gooby now, the French participant, who's just taking his time. So yeah, tonight, as I say, we've got 4 races. We've got Australia, Bahrain, China, and then Baku. So hopefully we're going to end on a nice, fun one with Baku. Everyone's favourite track, obviously. Hopefully, yeah. So who's Tomo's coming as well? Who's he sitting in? Which car's Tomo going in? Is he going to sit in the Ferrari, is he? So yeah, so we're just waiting for everyone to get in. Hopefully Gooby's not going to be too long. Right. We're waiting for Tom. There we go. Mic's unmuted now. Sorry about that. I've no idea how long that was muted for. Hopefully not too long. It seems to have been doing that today, and I don't know why. Just to mess with me, I suspect. Oh, that's alright then. Where's... I can't invite Tomo because he's not added me to his friends list. Right, nearly getting there. Oh, he's added me now. Where is he? There he is. So there we go. Ferrari team is now full. So if Gooby doesn't show up shortly, I think we'll get the first race undergo and then invite him after. Let's see. PC was doing an update, and that was nearly 15 minutes ago. I think we should just get the first race underway. Save hanging around and waiting. So what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and, because we've got 21 races, we've got 20 drivers hopefully. I'll go through each one. Because it's one-shot qualifying, it's quite hard to watch multiple drivers, so it's easy just to pick one driver and stick with them throughout the qualifying. So that's what we're going to do. There's only going to be 14 drivers, unfortunately, but hopefully, as the season progresses, this will fill up. And I know of 2 actually empty teams, but... So, first person to watch will be Beaker, because he's at the top of my list. So, no pressure on him. He'll be the first one to be watched at the start of this season. And I'm going to turn chat off my stream, because it gets in the way otherwise. So we go, just wait for everyone to get in, and then we'll be underway. So, there's no safety cars, there's no formation laps as well, as worth remembering, because you don't really get those in 5-lap races. They're not available as an option. Let's go back to that. Right. So we're just waiting for everyone to put their setups on, and then we'll be underway. Yeah. Obviously, weather is set to dynamic as well. That's also another important factor. There's quite a lot of important factors here. Weather is dynamic, so it could rain. Even in the 5-lap race, it could really mess things up for people. I mean, we could potentially see rain. China and Baku have chances of rain. Australia sometimes does. It used to have a fair bit of rain every now and again. I wouldn't expect any in Bahrain. I say that we're going to get rain in Bahrain now. So just waiting for drivers to put their setups on their car. Park Fame will be on, so that will limit people's choices. Just wait for 3 more, and then we'll be underway. So Beaker is going to be hard to find. There he is. That's Tomo, close. Oh, let's just sit with Just Chillin'. So otherwise I'll spend forever trying to flick through that. Right then, so I've got on board with Just Chilling now, going down towards the third corner. Whiteford corner. Lost his back in a little bit there, he's held it nicely though. Driving up now towards the fast right-hand return 5. Little kiss there, little kiss there. Well handled there through that section. Quite easy to make mistakes there. Going now through turn 6, 7, and then the long right-hand return 8 as Max Thorne has retired from session. Must have stuck it in the wall unfortunately for him. Now through the Clark chicane. Your right-hander, left-hander, and then onto the long back straight. Going down towards turns 11 and 12, which generally does catch people out in the race. It's a little bit wider than the first, nicely on the second though. And down the long, well they're not the long, but the DRS section towards turn 13, Ascari, as Vin has also retired, so they'll be starting towards the back. And then to the right-hander of Stewart, and then second to last corner of Prost. Very important to get that one right because it leads into the right-hander of 16, and if you get it wrong like that, that is the end of that. But he's currently in 7th, and he holds on to 7th. Yes, as Yeltek puts in a 20.6 to take your pole position. So then we'll just get a quick rundown of the final qualifying positions after that one-shot qualifying. Hopefully. So there we go, Yeltek from Beaker, so the Mercedes team's taking P1, P2, front row lockout, off to a flyer, default P3, the Ferraris of Tomo and Vanier taking 4th and 5th, followed by Rexon, Just Chilling, Crazy and Positive Vibes alongside each other in the McLarens, Minecraft Pro 10th, John Jones and his not really twin brother Vin, whose also last name's Jones, both from Estonia, in 12th, Jorn in 13th, and coming in the rear in 14th is Maxi Thorne. So it's going to be really important to get such a great start now, and it is raining. Oh, we've got a good start then, and that looks that's probably full wets by the looks of that rain. That's going to mess up people's strategy. Yeah, I like it when it rains. It makes things so much more exciting. It's going to be really hard now if drivers make little mistakes. But as I say, it's 5-lap race, so it's you've got to get it perfect every time, really. And a rain is not going to make it easy. So just waiting for everyone to make the final adjustments. The only pit stops you'll expect to see are from damage, or if the weather suddenly changes, which I don't think you'll expect to see in 5 laps, unless it's going dry to wet. But here we go on the grid. 5 red lights. And away we go for the Nations F1 League. A little slow start at the back there by Vin. But all the way cleanly going down towards the first corner now. Mercedes leading 1 and 2. Followed by Ferrari of Tomo just forcing off default there to go around the second corner. Down the long back straight. Ferrari's got a bit sideways at the back there. But they're all round the first 2 corners. Minecraft Pro's dropped right to the back there. Not sure what has happened. Oh, he's spun him. Rexon's been spun there by Vanier, and he's going to drop right back to the rear of the grid now, as this weather is making it difficult for the drivers. The McLaren drivers are coming side by side there, as Crazy has spun and he's collected Vin and also the Estonian teammate of John Jones. Rexon behind is going to pick up a couple of places, but his visibility is really limited by this rain, so he's just nudging the cars to try and get past. Further up, Jorn is on the rear of Positive Vibes. Minecraft's got a 3-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags. He's obviously overtaken under the yellow flag and should have given that position back, but he hasn't. As up front, Default and Beaker are swapping positions. Beaker looks like he's made a mistake. Is Tomo going to be able to counter come at this as well? He's putting it down the inside. Beaker just closed the door on him. There's no room for Tomo down there. But Beaker's sliding all over the place. And Tomo's right on his rear, looking for a way past. As further back, Jorn and Just Chilling have swapped places. Oh! Jorn has been nudged by Positive Vibes. He tried to go down the inside, but Positive Vibes didn't really have much grip. And nor is Jorn. Further back, Just Chilling's going around the outside of Positive Vibes. as Max Thorne is looking to try and get into this as well. He's gone on board, Just Chilling. Positive Vibes gone defensive. Just Chilling's just unable to get past. Max Thorne's looking to get down the inside as well. Now around the outside, so we've got a couple of guys pissing for the rear. Oh, I thought Max was going to lose it there. Really riding on the curbs there. He's looking down the inside of Just Chilling. Just Chilling's gone deep. Unfortunately, he's collected Positive Vibes, and they've got contact. I think Just Chilling has picked up some damage. Max Thorne says thank you very much as he moves up to P7. But Vanier, Beaker and Tomo. Beaker's in a Ferrari sandwich here, or a German sandwich really. Further back there is a bit of gap now forming between these front five. But out front Jeltek, representing the Dutch in Holland 1. He's got nearly a 2-second lead over Default. As Vanier is going past Max. Oh, that's coming very close there. Beaker's giving him a little bit of space. Obviously there's going to be no DRS, but who needs DRS when you can do that? But is Beaker going to send up the inside? He thinks about it, locks his tyres up, and unfortunately he can't put it down the inside there. It's further back. Rexon and Positive Vibes are swapping places, going down the same straight. Rexon on the inside, Positive Vibes going the long way around the outside, but oh, Rexon with a bit of Australian drift there to hold on to P8, or to gain P8. Jeltek goes even faster. Default goes even faster. My apologies. As Just Chilling has gone off the track and has dropped position, so he's dropped out the points there. So we're starting to get into, it's only a 5-lap race, but we're in the middle of this race, and Just Chilling has had to pit. Obviously he's picked up damage. So gaps are starting to grow a bit now. Positive Vibes hunting down Rexon. I don't think there's going to see a pass here anytime soon. That's the wrong button. Everyone's on wets. Let's put on this one. So let's have a look at Beaker chasing down Vanier. 1.2 seconds behind. As mentioned earlier, because of the rain there will be no DRS, so it's going to be just down to how you drive. Well, you get a bit of slipstream, but Beaker locks up his tyres big time going into the Clark chicane there. And he's dropped right back. He's lost nearly a second in this lap already. As Vanier starts to pull away and go hunting after his teammate. And that's a bit of a corner cut. So he's going to have a 2-second penalty. I think the cone would like a word with him after. But Vanier now trying to close down Tomo to get onto the podium. Or maybe just keep his distance. Team orders could be in play. Obviously these guys are going to be in communications with each other, so we'll be able to talk. As Vin's dropping right back. Has he had a little off? He might have done. Let's stay on board now with John Jones. He's chasing Minecraft Pro, but he's all over the place. As Minecraft Pro's all over the place. Obviously this grip is proving a little issue for some people. Minecraft Pro's back end is going where he doesn't want to go. Into the wall. So he's unlikely to close down this gap to John Jones. John Jones' teammate Vin is behind. Oh, Minecraft Pro's gone a little bit off, and Vin is going to take that position. So Minecraft Pro, unfortunately, he's dropped back into P14 now, and he's really struggling to get that power down in this rain. Just keep an eye on the times. Oh, times are changing at the top. Default is within a second of Jeltek. Got a lap and a half to go. Default is on the charge. As Vin has retired from the session, I think he must have just gone off somewhere. As Default, that's a bit of a corner cut, so he's going to hope to get away with those. Obviously, we are on strict corner cutting rules, so it might mean he gets a penalty and loses the chance at taking Jeltek. Will remain to be seen. I think I just saw Tomo also getting one, and yellow flags are now turned to green, so there shouldn't be an issue there. Gap is holding steady at a second. Just keeping an eye behind as Yorn and Beaker are getting close to each other. That gap is also at a second. Yes, it's getting a bit wobbly, but so is Default coming out the final corner. So we'll be starting the 5th and final lap here. Has Default got anything left in the tank? Can he keep that pressure on Jeltek? Make Jeltek make a mistake and capitalise on it. Just trying to keep an eye on all the other gaps as well. Zorn's gap to Beaker is starting to increase. And yeah, Rexon's gap to Max Thorne's also staying at about one. Oh, just dropped down to less than about a second. He's got a ball with Rexon then. So he's right there with Max. Oh, he's just holding on to the back end though for dear life. He's gone very wide there, and he's going to lose a bit of time because of it, and has to lift off going to turn 5. As actually at the front, Default's got that gap down to 0.7 of a second. He's in the slipstream, so maybe he has a chance here. He's got to hope Yeltek makes a little mistake and he can capitalise. Aggressive driving there from Default. Oh, little too much there. And that might have lost him a chance to gain in on Yeltek. So the gap is holding steady at 0.6 of a second. He's got yellow in sector 1. Gap is coming down a little bit, but don't think it's going to be enough. He's going to have to be hoping Yeltek makes a little mistake here in the last 2 corners if he wants a chance. But Yeltek coming around the final corner, he's going to take the win for the Netherlands, followed by British number 2. So there you go. So Default taking P2 for GB2. Coming home 3rd and 4th is going to be the German pairing in the Ferraris of Tomo and Vanier. And then Dutch number 1 Beaker crossing in 6th. Max Thorne now coming across the line for GB number 2. Almost going the wrong way over the line. Rexon also coming home for Netherlands 2. And now the GP number 1 pairing of Positive Vibes and Crazy coming across the line to take the last 2 points playing voices. And yeah, so just waiting for John Jones and Just Chilling to finish. They are a bit behind, but they're coming into the final section now. Don't expect any position changes unless there's a big mistake from John Jones. And there we go, finishing off John Jones and Just Chilling, and there we have it. It's the end of round 1 of 4. So we will be having Bahrain, China and then Baku after this. So there we go, there's the first standings. I'm just taking screenshots so I can remember them for later. So it's all close to the end at the very top. The Yeltek followed by Default, less than a second between them, and only a few people having penalties, which is a good thing to see in this weather. So obviously it's very hard to keep your car not just on the track but pointing the right way. And right, so say next race will be Bahrain. So I'm just going to get my map up. There we go. Right, hopefully there's less chance of rain in Bahrain, even though, well, there is a chance of rain in Bahrain because it's in the name, but you know what I mean. Yeah, so let's just make sure Yawn is back in here. Yeah, so we will get underway shortly with the next session if people stop getting banned in my stream chat. Right, so we'll be underway shortly with the next race, and it is about to start. So, for those who aren't paying attention, they should be hearing the beep beeps. Let's Make sure everyone's actually here. Yep. Right, so last time we were with Just Chilling, so we'll go with Just Chilling's teammate, hopefully, if we can get to him in Minecraft Pro in the other Williams. Obviously, it's really hard to select drivers when you're doing this, because they're changing positions all the time. And surprisingly enough, it is dry for now. I think the rain last time out caught a fair few drivers out. So just waiting for all the drivers to ready up, and then we'll be underway. And one to go. So let's see if I can find my way to... There he is. Ah, he's gone again. Is that a bomb? That... No, that's Tomo. Minecraft Pro, there we go, I found him. It looked like he was doing a proper start there. So then going through turn 2 onto turn 3. Up a little hill now. Down towards the right hand of turn 4. Just missed the apex there. And that's not the ideal racing line, but it's gone that way. Through the little kinks is 5, 6, and then into 7, and then again downhill into the hairpin of turn 8. Really tight corner that is. And then again more bit of downhill into turn 9 and then 10, which will take you onto the back straight, which is the second or the first of the DRS sections if you want. There is DRS along the home straight as well. And then we go into turn 11, the long left-hander, followed by a long right-hander at turn 12. Up the hill. Turn 12 is very easy to spin out on. If you hit the curb on that, that one generally sends you spinning. Turn 13, and then down the next long straight. Bit of down, bit of up. Into the last two corners of 14 and 15. Its default crosses the line with 1:27.0. And Minecraft Pro is going to bring it across the line in time. And there we go. Apparently Minecraft Pro had issues with his steering. Apparently he didn't have the wheel. And there we go, there is your qualifying for the Bahrain Grand Prix. Default taking pole position from Vanier. Beaker and Tomo with the identical times there. Don't know if anyone else saw that. Max Thorn P5, decent result for him. Yeltec Just Chilling, Yawn, John Jones Positive Vibes, and then Minecraft Pro, Vin D DNF'd, and Crazy and Rexon had a disqualification for corner cutting. So those two there, that's a good sign for the race there. Identical times in a one lap. What can they do in the race? We shall see shortly. So just waiting for everyone to get on the grid and ready up, and we'll be underway. Obviously there's not much setup they can do because it's Parc Ferme and there's only really one set of tyres, unless they feel that they can knock off those the tyres in 5 laps. Then I suspect they won't. They'll just go for the softest. And here we go, 4, 5 red lights. And away we go. Decent start there from everyone. Ferrari of Tommy dropping back a little bit as they all get away cleanly. Racing down towards the first corner. As Default and Vanier going side by side, and Tomo's taken to the inside there. We're on board here with, well, hovering over Yeltek as he's batting for Just Chilling for P5. Yorn picks up a 3-second penalty for severe collision with Vin. That is not going to help him. Rexon's also picked up a penalty there. So let's go up towards Vanier, right on the rear here of Default. Pushing him. Looks to go down the outside. Default holds the inside line and just squeezes him fairly up against the edge there. Now then, coming down towards the long back straight, which will be DRS when we get to lap 3. And he's not going to be challenging him here, I don't think. Max Thorne up in P3, absolute blinder from the start. Right on the rear here of Vanier, he's looking to have a pass. As further back, Tomo's on the rear of Just Chilling. And Crazy's on the rear of John Jones. Vanier's right there on Default now. Beaker's also coming off to the back of Max Thorne. Tomo on the rear of Just Chilling, going for the inside line on 2 turn. And he's taken it. Easy as you like there. There's a little battle going up ahead here. Everyone's all weaving all over the place, trying to break slipstreams. It's going so important down this home straight. Yeltek has a look down the inside of Beaker. Oh, a little bit of contact there on the back end of Beaker. Yeltek's got a bit of front wing damage because of that. Outbroke himself. As further back, Vin and Crazy swaps, and so is Yorn on Positive Vibes. Let's stay on board Just Chilling as he's trying to hunt down Tomo to get P6. He's not going to do anything this time soon. Vanier and Default are still fighting up there for P1. We'll join them shortly. So Rex is having a little race of his own. John Jones is quite far off at the moment. So Yorn's dropped right back. He's 12 seconds off Vin in 13th place. The opening salvo starting to sort things out as John Jones looks to go down the... He's lost the back end! Unfortunately he's collected Rexon and Crazy just walks through. This is Rexon, he's not going to give Rexon a spot back. John Jones now trying to attack on Crazy, looking to go around the outside, but look for the cutback now. There's just not enough room to get back there and move up to P9 as Yorn has retired from the race. Rexon's run very wide there. Vin isn't close enough to battle him for it. And Rexon holding P11 now. He'd be a little bit annoyed that he lost the place to Crazy. As a result, John Jones is losing the back end, but this helped. And we're just watching now. Vin has a little look at Rexon. He's not going to go for it. Just check what tyres people are on just to see. Yep, everyone is on the super soft. Rexon's run really wide, but so did John Jones. Vin isn't close enough to counter him. John Jones now right on the rear of Crazy. He's broke really early there. Rexon is right on his rear end. He's had to lift off there going through the snaky chicanes 5, 6, 7. John Jones looking to go down the inside of Crazy. Crazy leaves a huge gap for him and he's gone down it. But it's going to be Crazy going to have the inside line into the hairpin. Takes it. But runs very wide. And he's going to lose a position. He does have DRS though, which is something John Jones doesn't have at this point. Rexon's going to close right in. Is he going to have a look? No, he doesn't. Little changes up front as well. Yeltek and Tomo battling for P5. And we're going to stick with this four-way battle as Rexon has lost the place to Crazy. Didn't see it coming. Just ran the outside there at turn 12. Beautiful driving as Rexon just gives him a little nudge and has unfortunately put him into the wall. He's not going to be happy about that. So Rexon now sitting in position as we're going to go up to watch. Oh, Just Chilling, Tomo and Yeltek all battling up here now for P5 as Crazy has retired from the session. Little look there from Yeltek. Just Chilling is sat behind this, waiting to see if there's any chance of coming through. Rexon's picked up a penalty, shouldn't really affect it as Positive Vibes is 18 seconds behind him. So Just Chilling's not quite close enough, but he is going to be close enough to get DRS. It's not going to make can pass, or allow him to pass, but it will get him right on the back end. So we're going to stick here with Yeltek, as he's going to have DRS to battle Tomo. But Tomo just got such a good drive out of that corner, he's only going to close down the gap a little bit. It's further up, Max Thorn is on the rear of Vanier, half second there. So Rex has got past Vin for P10, the last points position. We'll stick here with Yeltek as he tries to close in on Tomo. He's going to get slipstream here, and then after these two corners he's going to have DRS. He should make a pass here. He's got a decent drive out the corner, he's right there already. And here comes the DRS. Stick it in mode 5, high ARS. Oh, that's a terrible camera angle, thanks broadcaster. And he's done it. No, he hasn't. Or has he? He has just. He's left the door open and Tomo just can't find a way through. He's looking now to go around the outside of turn 4. Yeltek's going defensive. It's great driving here from these two drivers. Side by side now, going down towards 5, 6 and 7. Oh wow. Oh, unfortunately Yeltek's lost out. He comes back on. He holds position. But Minecraft Pro, Just Chilling is right on the rear now. So he's looking to go around the outside, to go down into the DRS. Tomo's not going to have DRS, but Yeltek and Just Chilling will, so they'll be coming straight at him. Max Thorn has moved up to P2. He's taken Vanier. This is the last lap, and he's taken P2 on turn 12 of 15, but will Vanier come back at him? Don't know if Max has got any penalties. That'll be found out towards the end. I don't think Vanier's going to be close enough. He's not even going to have a look down the inside, or is he? Oh, he does, and he's unfortunately he's spun Max Thorn, and Max is not going to be happy with that. Not one bit. So there we go. Default taking the win from Beaker. Vanier with that penalty and potentially post-race penalties as well. Tomo P4, Yeltek P5, Just Chilling in 6, Max, Minecraft Pro, John Jones, and Vin coming home P10 to take home the final point. So double points there for Estonia. They'll have to get on the board. So just waiting for Positive Vibes to come across the line to end the race. And there we go. So Default taking the race win, followed by Beaker. Vanier in P3, Tomo P4, so 2 up there for the German team. Yeltek Just Chilling, then Max Thorn followed by Minecraft Pros, then the Estonian Toro Rossos in 9th, 10th. So there we have it. So just wait now and we'll move on. DNFs from Yawn and Crazy. Yawn had not the best opening lap and unfortunately retired quite early on. So, next up is China. Just a reminder, all appeals will be reviewed after the session, not mid-session, unfortunately. I have screenshots of all the qualifying positions and race positions, so we shall review things afterwards if changes need. We'll be underway in 10 seconds time. So who should we try and watch this time? We've done both the Williamses for the Dutch number 3 team, so let's try and do what I'd said I'd do originally. Watch the Beaker, hopefully, if we can get there. qualifying is dry. That would be news to everyone's ears. Whether or not the race will be dry remains to be seen. So it's a really good circuit, this one. It's got 2 DRS sections, very close together as well. So you come down out of turn 13, long straight, and then you're going to have 3 corners, of which there's only really 2. Hairpin and a 90-degree left, and then you've got another DRS down the long home straight. Turn 1, 2, 3 and 4 will provide good racing as well. And let's see if we can find Beaker. There we go. On board here with Beaker then. Going round turn 1 and 2. Long sweeping right hander, then out down into turns 3 and 4. Making a nice, very nice opening corner section, which is going to cause some problems in the race, but that's half the fun. That's turn 5, so that little kink. Turn 6 is a tight right hand hairpin. Get the power down, because then you have a long left followed by a long right in 7, and then 8. 8's a little bit tighter and feeds you straight into turn 9, and then 10 is sort of just keep going, so 9 and 10 almost form one corner. Then hard braking as you go into turn 11. Don't kick the corner too much or spin like that. And then turn 12 was back there, and this is turn 13, a long right hander. As you come into the back straight, a little bit of banking on that corner. And then here's the DRS line, so long DRS section again. So come down towards really tight turn 14, so easy to get this one wrong. And he doesn't, that's beautifully taken there from Beaker. And then final corner, turn 16. Quick left-hander, don't go too wide or you'll get a disqualification, but he doesn't, and he comes across up into P4 for Beaker. A couple of DNFs there by the looks of things, or disqualifications. Obviously you run a little bit wide and unfortunately your time gets invalidated. So we shall have a confirmation of those qualifying positions shortly. There you go, so P1 is Vanier, followed by Max Thorne and Rexon. So close, 1/10 separating the top 3 drivers. Beaker down in P4, followed by Default, Tomo, Crazy, Just Chilling, Minecraft Pro, Yawn, Vin, Yartek, Positive Vibes, and coming in the rear is John Jones. Last 3 obviously getting disqualified, so they'll be starting at the very back. Everyone on the Ultra Softs, as expected. Yeah, some very close qualifying times there. But that's just one lap. You've now got to do that 5 times over again without making a mistake to take home a race win. And again, it's dry. That's, again, good news for the drivers. So we just wait for them to get their setups ready and be underway. Here we go. 5 red lights, and away we go. Great start there from Vanier. He's storming away at the front as Beaker tries to come past Max Thorne going around the outside. He's going to lose out though. He might lose position. Bit of damage flying off the back there. Beaker's going to lose position to his Default, or is he? He holds the inside line. He held that very well around the outside. Beaker holds P3 as Just Chilling runs a little bit wide. Tomo and Rex in game positions. Positive Vibes also gains position on Just Chilling. Oh, little dive there from Crazy. There's a little sandwich there, unfortunately, for Just Chilling. Bit of ghosting going on back there. That's making things a bit more interesting. Let's see. So that's Crazy just going all out. He's going to lose out there, and he's gone board then with Crazy as he's battling. He's gone board with Yawn even. battling Crazy. Is he going to stick it down the inside? He has a little look. Thinks better of it for now. As he's under pressure from Yeltek. So Positive Vibes getting an absolute stormer of a start. Up 6 places. Rexon down 3. Minecraft Pro back down to 13th. But here comes Yeltek. Are they going to go 3 wide into the corner? Great defending there from Crazy. Switches back to take the race. Oh, little contact there from Just Chillin'. He's gone right off there. He's picked up a penalty as well. So, it's all starting to form themselves up now. Max Thorn and Vanny are getting very close to the front. And Beaker's very close to that as well. Yeltek's going down the inside. He has. Positive Vibes left a huge gap, and Yeltek went, "Thank you very much. I'll have that." And is you're also wanting a bite of that sandwich? Nope, he's going to have to wait. It's further back, Just Chilling, batting with Vin, looking to go down the inside on turn 6. He does so, and there's no way Vin's coming back past that. Just keeping an eye. Beaker is really under pressure now from Default. Beaker looking all out of shape there, going around turn 10. Default is right behind him. He's going to send it down the inside. I think he's going to have to. He does. And that's easy, but is Default going to get the cut back? No, he's not. He might lose another position if he's not careful. Rexon is right there as well. Obviously no DRS just yet. Next lap they will have that DRS, which could make or break the race. Rexon's not close enough, but Beaker is close enough to Default. Beaker looks to go down the inside. And does, but Default's going to have the outside line and the power down much quicker and holds on to P3 for now. Rexon is still there trying to find a way past. Maxthorn sets the fast lap for 1:33 dead as he goes hunting after Vanier for a race win. Yeltek beats it by half a second. Oh, Beaker runs very wide. Rexon is going to just come through, or is he? Great racing here from these two drivers. Beaker back on the racing line, holding him off. As behind Yeltek will run wide and Tomo's moves up to P6. Rexon's not giving up here. He wants this place because he knows he can go chasing and hopefully get a podium. Yeltek is on the rear of Tomo. Going around turn 8. Oh, so we're going to have DRS here, so let's move back to Beaker because Vax has just moved outside the second window. Beaker is going to be within a second of Default in P3. There's the detection line. He has it, but he's got not the best drive. Is this going to give Rexon a better chance of passing as Tomo and Yeltek go back past each other? Well, Yeltek goes back past Tomo. Moving up to P6. Let's go back on board now with Beaker. He's too far away. And I think Rexon's too far away. So let's go back to Tomo. He doesn't have DRS because he got past in the middle of that corner. Yeltek with the DRS. But Tomo was able to hold with him because of that slipstream. There's changes behind as well. Let's go on board with Tomo as he's chasing after Yeltek. Gap is under half a second. Changes all the time happening at the back. Let's go switch back here to Minecraft Pro and Vin. No, sorry. Just Chilling and Vin. Just Chilling going down the inside. He's trying to find that way past him, and I think he's just got past him. But Vin has the inside line and takes position back. He's gone board Just Chilling. He's trying to get that foot down to get back past Vin. Is he sending it? He's not. He's both braking about the same time there, and he's lost the back end. Oh, catches it really well there and hasn't lost the place. Lost a bit of time, but not a place. Importantly, there for him. Switch up now to Beaker. As he's now within DRS, or still within DRS Default. But is he going to be close enough to make a pass? I don't think he is. holding the gap at 0.6. It's coming down, but I don't think it's coming down enough. So we're going to switch back now to Vin, and Vin is going side by side with Crazy as they go down the back straight. Positive vibes also in Vin's field of vision. Is he going to take both of them in one straight? He has done. Or has he? As Crazy breaks really late. It's really crazy. Can't take... Oh, it's John Joe. Who's that? That's Positive Vibes and... Positive Vibes and Just Chilling. Coming side by side. That's Crazy. He's trying to come back fast. Let's go on board with John Jones. He's got a good view of this. Oh! Teammates battling each other really hard there. As we are on the last lap. So... John Jones is coming through this as well. He wants to slice this. Let's switch back to Max Thorne, currently P2. He's still there with Vanier. He needs to try and close this gap down to about 0.4 if he wants a chance of the DRS section. Changes again going at the back. Beaker, I don't think Beaker's close enough to make a pass here. And I think the top 4 might stay as they are, unless Beaker makes a mistake. But it's only his teammate behind, so he should be fine. I say that. Yeltek's put it in Mo 5. That could be defensive as much as anything. Let's go aboard with Max Thorne. He's having a look. And he went for it. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work out for him. So it looks like Vanier is going to take the race win. Max Thorne picks up 2-second penalty on the last corner. Oh, he's lost out on P2 because of that penalty. So Vanier taking P1. Still GB2 picking up the points, irregardless of the swapping of positions there. So Vanier taking a wing quite easily at the end there. Further back, Yawn is gone, and John Jones is also gone. No points for either of those two there. And there we have it. So Vanier taking the race winner, followed by Default, Max Thorne, Beaker, Yeltek, Rexon, Tomo, Vin, Just Chilling, Positive Vibes finishing off the points. And other finishers were Crazy and John Jones in 11th and 12th. So, again, another decent result there for the GB2 team. Ferrari also making a decent amount of points. But Max is a little off there at the end, cost him a P2. He's pushing for P1, but unfortunately couldn't get it. So that is lap 3 done. Race 3 done. So we've got one left. And this is the big one. This is Baku. Which could be a tricky one. So obviously you can see there the points so far. Default's currently in the lead, but it's only 9 points clear of Vanier. The Netherlands 1 team, sorry, doing really well as well, up in 3rd and 4th, followed by the other Ferrari and the other Sauber. So German and British, even though Tomo is British, he's just filling in this week. Yeah, so we'll be underway shortly. So this track is going to test the drivers now. They've been put under the pressure the last couple of races, and now they're going to give us a street circuit to test what they're made of. And importantly for them, qualifying looks dry. Whether or not the race is dry, we shall see shortly. It's quite a technical track, this, especially when you get into the castle section. And then obviously the aptly named ping pong corners towards the end of the lap. If you've taken front wing damage before then, those last few corners can really mess you up. You're going to try and sit on board with, what should we call it, Yeltek. What's the other Netherlands one drivers? Rexon's left session. See if I can get to Yeltek. There we go. Got aboard now, down turn 1. Nicely on the apex. Keeps it out the wall, importantly. Turn 2 again, 90-degree left corner. Onto the long back straight. DRS section here. So Yeltek's taking a full advantage of this. Down into the next left-hander. And then the right-hander, turn 4. Keeping out the wall, a little bit of lock up on the way into there. Down into turns 5 and 6. One of the many chicanes on this track. Well, not many. Few. Now, turn 7. Big corner cut there. Keeps it up the wall, fortunately. Now, this is the castle section. That's Crazy's retired. Yeltek keeps it up the castle. And then down onto what I've called baby ping pong. And left, followed by left, followed by another left. And then hard braking, turn 16, keep it at the wall. Does just about. Turn 16 now. As Just Chilling's retired, it must have hit that wall at 15. Now into ping pong, your left, and then your right. And he keeps it at the wall. And I've just seen him changing positions constantly with Vanis. This could be really close at the top here. And it looks like Yeltek is going to take P1. And does, just about. I've been asked if I can invite someone, and I don't think I can. No, I can't. At this point, I can't invite people. No, unfortunately, Rexon has disconnected and I can't invite him back. So unfortunately, I don't think he's going to get to qualify. See what I can do. No, unfortunately, I can't. But yeah, Yeltek and Vanny are very close together there. Another tight qualifying at the top, which is going to good signs for the race once again. A couple of people not setting a time, Rex and Just Chilling, and I didn't see the last one. So, dry race, that's quite important for these drivers, and I still can't invite him, so unfortunately he's going to have to miss out. Nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. So just waiting once again for all the drivers to ready up and we will be underway. Ooh. So 5 red lights and away we go. Decent start there by the looks of it from everyone. Oh, a little contact at the back already. So Mycroft Pro has gone and we haven't even got to the first corner. The two Mercedes are... Oh! And one spun. That's Beaker. Beaker's been spun into turn 2. And he's going to have picked up some damage there. Positive Vibes, Max Thorne going side by side. Not now. Oh, a little late there for Positive Vibes. Hitting the back end of Max. Max fortunately being able to slow the car down just in time. And Just Chilling diving all over the place. Trying to get a position back. As Crazy comes back past Just Chilling. Is Just Chilling going to have another bite? No. John Jones looking to come past Just Chilling. Can't do it now. Behind them, Beaker's well off the pace and he's obviously picked up a bit of damage. Good measure. So all so far safely through Castle for the first time. But up front, Just Chilling and Crazy are battling for P8. Just Chilling's going down the outside, but just no space there for him. Crazy clouts, gives the ball a good clout in there. As his teammates run wide, going through turn 16. Oh, wow, that has not helped. I think Positive Vibes obviously had to get off the accelerator there because he had front wing damage, and unfortunately just caused a bit of an issue. But who's that? It's John Jones just flying past him. He's going in the... Is he going in the pits? No, he's not. Oh! What happened there? Crazy trying to go around the outside of John Jones. As up front, Just Chilling and Positive Vibes going side by side. Defaults picks up a 2-second penalty. That could be costly come the end of the race. Oh, more contact further back here. There's a lovely collection of wings in that wall. Crazy with no wing whatsoever. I think he's a bit mad for keep on going. So let's have a look further up then, as Tomo and Default battling now for P4. Out front, Yeltek is on the rear of Vanier, so that could be worth watching as well. Let's go up there now. Coming around the turn 16, he's right there on the rear. He's got a good drive out of the corner, he's going to be battling. Slipstreaming. He's got a yellow flag, is that? He's going to have to let off, or is he fine to go through? Vanier's slotted in behind now. As long as we don't see a repeat of the Red Bulls here, we'll be fine. So Vanier's trying to go the long way around the outside, and oh, Yeltek lost the back end there as he's moved. Vanier's moved up, but Yeltek will have DRS. As a lot of cars are DNFing further back. We're on 7 cars already. We started with 13 or 14. Unfortunately, Rexon disconnected and unable to get back in. So Yeltek and Vanier still going side by side. And Vanier holding on to P1 for now. So Just Chilling, pissing in P7, picked up a bit of damage there. But Yeltek still battling further back. Vin has got past Default for P4. Not sure what's happening to Default, obviously not his race here. Default, who's normally was very good at Singapore, unfortunately this isn't his circuit. As we've got an RPM glitch. So let's go back up to Yeltek. As the gaps are now starting to increase across the board. Yeltek and Vanier just over 2 laps to go. Yeltek is going to have DRS here. And he's in the slipstream, he's already gaining. He hasn't even hit the DRS line. There's DRS, so will he look to make a move? I think he's going to have to. Vanier goes very defensive quite early, and Yeltek's looking to go around the outside, but Vanier's slotted in behind. Max Thorne is trying to catch these guys up. He's set the fastest lap with 41. So Vanier's now turned to have DRS. Is he going to close him down? I think he is. Switches to the outside. Just can't get past. He's going for this cutback, but again, no space. Holding that gap now, 0.4 of a second. Max Thorne has got the gap down to under 3 seconds now. These two battling is bringing Max into this. And could he have a chance of getting further up the podium? Castle could be the important part here. No mistakes there for those two. Just keep an eye on Max's gap. Holding, no, it's holding around 3 seconds now. So unless one of these two make a little mistake, it's probably not going to catch them. So Yotek's starting to pull away a bit. Both with a decent amount of ERS left to use. There we go, so Vanier is going to have DRS, but I don't think he's going to be close enough this time. But he might be close enough to close the gap and have another go in the second DRS. So Yeltek is gone fastest. So that gap's now half a second. On board again with Vanier. Right there. A little kiss from the wall by Yeltek. Is that going to give Vanier a chance? We're on the last lap. Still or die time. Vanier goes around the outside. Oh, they've come together. And I don't think Vanier's going to come off with the lead. He has. Vanier's taken the lead. A little dive there. And he's taken it. Vanier just made his way through there and has picked up, as it stands, first place. But there's still a few corners to go. And if either of these two have damage, unfortunately... Ooh, a little bit of contact there from Yeltek. Oh! Vanier's hit the... Vanier's out! Vanier's lost it at castle! And has just thrown away a race win! Oh no! On the last lap, he's just thrown away the race win. So unless Yeltek throws away the race win, he will be the winner. Let's stay on board now. Yeltek going through the last few corners. And he keeps it out the wall. So unless his tyre suddenly explodes, your race winner will be Yeltek. Easy as you like, really, wasn't it? And there you go, your race winner is Yeltek, followed closely behind by Max Thorn. Next up is going to be Vin, a bit behind, but still decent amount of points and a podium at the end of the day, with only 6 finishers. Next up is Default. He does have a penalty, but I don't think it's going to change his positions. So come home P4, followed by the Ferrari of Tomo in P5, and a fair bit. Oh, Tomo sets the fastest lap as well to boot. So just chilling now, coming around the final corners, will be our final finisher in P6. If he doesn't crash into the wall here. He doesn't. Nope. Oh, he crashes into that one. Sorry. Spoke too soon, didn't I? And there we go. That is the end of round 4 of the Nations F1 League. And Yeltek taking the win after Vanier's little accident. And yeah, so Yeltek's taking the win. Max Thorn getting on the podium, second place this time, followed by Vin, Default, Tomo, Just Chilling, Vanier, John Jones, Crazy and Positive Vibes. Obviously everyone from Vanier down had a DNF, but they'll still get the points. So that is the end of today's Nations F1 League. So some decent racing, some controversial racing, and some downright silly racing. Some unlucky racing as well. There's a lot of racing. So yeah, join us next week. We'll be doing the next 4 races. Spain, Monaco, Canada and France. So possibly some really good tracks there and can make some really good racing, hopefully. So yeah, thank you all for joining us for the Nations F1 League. And by the sounds of things, I'm going to go play some Division now. So I better go find where the boss man is. Where's he hiding?